What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the forest. Today we're going to go ahead and try to finish up some of this base a little bit. Just going to do these outer edges right now, and we're going to just use the logs that I chopped down previously. So today is going to be an episode that most people probably wouldn't expect or might not want to see, but I'll explain that to you guys later once we get there. I just gotta block the fire, because that's a thing in this game, apparently. There we go. I kind of wish I didn't light those fires now. I don't want to do the corner pieces, because the corner pieces need to go up one more higher. Boopity beep. And then we're going to want to do these edge pieces. There we go. Two more right there. Just getting these edges done. And then what we're going to do with these corner pieces is we're going to raise them up one more higher so they're actually kind of like towers in the castle. One bad thing about this is it's approximately 2 days till the update. We really didn't even have enough time to build this. If I actually recorded every day, we probably would have finished maybe 1 or 2 episodes ago. But at the same time, I didn't really want to finish. I mean, I wanted to finish by the end of all of it. Like, I wanted to finish when the new update came out. That way, we would just have an accomplished goal and would be like, yay, we finished our giant, monstrous fortress castle thing. And we would move on to the next update, but it seems like we kind of fell behind. We have next episode to continue. When I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and record another episode and see if we can finish the castle. But today, we're going to be doing something a little more different than normal. We'll see if people like it or don't like it. And I'm not sure what's in the next update. I literally have not talked to Andrew since the last time I talked to him before this current update that we're playing on, so I have not even the slightest of clues what's coming in the next update. So, what we're going to want to do right here is go to custom building, go ahead and hopefully be able to put some higher walls up there. Yep, there we go. Just rotate that just so it kind of gets up there anyway. Awesome. We're going to do that on every corner. Apologize for not talking, just concentrating a little bit to make sure that I don't screw this up. Awesome. Let's just get up there. Let's move this in, rotate it, climb up, and see if it'll let me even place it up there. It doesn't seem to want me to do it on this side for some reason. Well, it's letting me do it on the inside, but I don't want to do it on the inside. I want to do it on the outside. Can I get onto the edge? Come on, let me up there, please. I am up here. Okay. Maybe we can snap it now? Oh, I just fell down. Doesn't seem like that one's going to let me do it. This one's letting me do that corner. This one's letting me do that corner as well. I guess that one just wants to be really pesky. And we're slowly but surely seeing the amount of logs that we need stacking up, aren't we? It's kind of unfortunate that the update's coming so soon. We just don't have time to finish anything again. Nope, that's the wrong type of wall. We don't want to accidentally place one of those and have to delete it. Here we go. And uppity up. And then we got to do these inside ones. I don't know if this one's going to let me do it. Oh, this one is letting me do it. Look at that. Just the outside one didn't seem like it liked me. And then go up. Do that one. And do that one. Okay. So this is what the finished product is supposed to look like, except for that one because it won't let me place that last one. Let's give it one more go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to cook a rabbit or a lizard just to get my energy back. Go ahead and cook you up. Grab this. Put you down right there on the fire. Light you up a little bit and wait a minute. And then what we're going to do today is we're going to chop down trees. I know everybody's going to be like, why, Royal, you told me that we're not cutting down trees today. And I lied. Because I decided that we're going to go cut down trees because we actually need to cut down trees. We need to go ahead and cut down trees, and we need to get this outer wall done. And then just this outer wall, which is just 5, 10, 15, 20. That's approximately 5 trees. That's it. And after 5 trees, we are all good to go. That's all we need to do is those 5 trees, which is, I lied, no, that is 5 trees. That is 5 trees, yeah. 5 or less trees, so we hit the trees that give you 5. And we might need to do 6 just to finish off this wall. And then next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to do these towers, and then we should be done with the castle. So that means we finished the castle, we finished our goal, but that's the unfortunate part. I just left my rabbit on the fire way too long. $10 says it's burnt. Yep, need to go ahead and stop doing that. I've done that way too many times in this game already. And then our castle will be done. And then that episode, we will say goodbye to the castle. We will head off into the wilderness, and we will wake up in the new update. And when we wake up into the new update, hopefully we're joined by a friend, meaning hopefully there will be multiplayer, but we're getting our hopes up at that point. I highly doubt there's going to be multiplayer, but we'll have to just wait and see. And I keep forgetting the lizard. Okay, I actually ate it this time. I'm not stupid. I always like wait around and then I'm like, well, I was doing something. What was I doing? I forget. There we go. Sereno. Alright. So today, like I said, that fucking bunny rabbit just ran right through my damn thing. We are going to be chopping down some trees just to get the outer wall on this side done. Which means we probably should chop down the trees up here. We're going to chop down the 5 trees that we need, and then we're going to transfer logs back and forth. And then we're going to brainstorm on possibly on what we think is to come from the new update, and I will relay some of these things that people are rumoring in my comment section, and we'll see what we can find out on what's coming up in the new update. Like I said, I'm really here's hoping 100% that it will have the multiplayer update. Because if the multiplayer update is there, it really does add the next aspect to the game, and it's just going to be a lot more fun to be able to play with a friend in this game than it is to play alone. Like I said, I was going to chop down all 5 trees, but those trees just were not feeling it, and I don't want to have to run down a mountain just to get the logs, so I'm going to have to go ahead and grab those after. I'll chop down the other trees after I put these ones away, and I'll chop down these ones, that way they don't kind of roll away on me. So I'll chop down 4 trees. We just did 1, and we only need 4 more to finish off these walls, I believe. Probably 5. Probably 5. And if the multiplayer update is released, I think me and Star will probably end up going back to a daily basis on this game. In case you were wondering, or in case you haven't noticed, I kind of switched to a bi-daily / posting this whenever I feel like it kind of mood, because I've just overplayed it at this point. But I decided that I was going to go ahead and do a video tomorrow on top of this video as well, because I just want to finish this castle, because 1, I kind of promised you guys that you would see a finished product, and 2, I feel like leaving this project unfinished is just stupid because it's such a huge one, and it's taken me so much amount of time. We probably could have been done by now if we actually didn't build the houseboat that flew away into the plane. So, that's a thing. Probably should have just added that to my castle, since the houseboat was literally the most useless thing ever, but I wanted to show it to you guys, so I went ahead and did it. There's 2 trees. This will be tree number 3. And then we need tree number 4 and tree number 5. And then we finished what we want to do. And then next episode, we might need to chop down 1 or 2 trees just to finish everything off. But it's not going to be as much as this one, because I'm going to have the log holders filled for you guys for the next episode as well. And once the log holders are filled, that should do... I think that will do half of the towers, and then the upper part, we would just need to chop down some more trees for that. It says 174, but I feel like it's kind of lying to us. It might not be, actually. I'm trying to think right now. So the corners are 3 high, 5 on each wall. So it's 15 times 4. Now it is a lot of logs, actually. We might actually have to do the same thing next episode as well, so I do apologize, but I am releasing a video every day for this game when multiplayer releases as well. Multiplayer will be a little bit easier because the whole log gathering experience is just completely off camera, and we can work together to fill up like 6 log holders. Like, building this castle would quite literally take half the time with 2 people. I know, surprising, right? And with half the time, we can build a bigger castle. We can build a better castle. We can do a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, I did my math wrong. So it's 210, 440 times 4 is 120. Wow. That's a lot of freaking... That's about... I want to say that's about... Ooh. Multiplication really kills you, man. That's about 4 fills of that those log holders. Ooh, might need to do a lot more off camera because I don't think we're going to be able to do that. If we have time at the end of this episode, we could get going on parts of that. I mean, we've built things bigger, quicker. We've built a log cabin in 3 videos, which is about 80. Well, that also kind of downsets me. It's 80, what, 87 logs for a log cabin? 82 logs, and that took me an entirety of 3 episodes. Like, full 3 episodes, so... with the pre-logs, it should take us approximately... 2 episodes to finish. But then, if I need to do stuff prior, or I need to do something else, I will go ahead and do that. So, I promise that we will have this castle finished by next episode, by the end of next episode. And then from there, I will take pictures of it, I will use it as my thumbnails, and I will also put it on my Steam profile, and I will mark it, and maybe it'll go well on the Steam community for the forest or something, and then everybody will see it, and be like, oh, it's a really cool castle. And then they'll go and they'll look at it, and then it'll be like, I want to build something like that, and then I'll get people screenshotting me what they built, and that would be really cool. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I've always wanted to have that one picture on the game's community profile page that's like really upvoted and everybody liked. And I'm hoping that this might be a build that would get upvoted. I mean, I've seen crazier stuff, don't get me wrong. And this isn't the craziest thing you could possibly do. It's very basic. But it's taken me a long time, especially with the limitations of this building system. I'm pretty proud of what I've done. And even if we don't finish, even though I promised, if we don't finish, you still will kind of know what it would look like based off of the blueprints. So, that's a plus. I think we're going to need to literally chop down 1 more tree for 1 more log, which we can also just place the excess on the outer tower type things. 1 more tree. And I did promise you guys that you guys wouldn't see tree cutting anymore, or you wouldn't see any of this, but just the end of the episodes, the end of the days of Season 4. Actually, look at this. I miscalculated. There is 1 more log. I did just enough trees. And then we put this down, and we are all good. Smack-a-rooney right there, Rooney. Look at this place. All we need to do is these corners now, and the castle is finished. This is insane looking. Seriously, it is. It'll look much cooler once this wood is on. Like I said, this is kind of exactly what they say is 155 logs. There's probably a little bit less because there's something out there that I probably haven't built or something. So these are 5 each. 2 high, 4 long, 10 on each side. So that's 40, 80, 120, 160. So it's 160, I lied, logs to finish. It says 155, but it's 160. And about... how many walls did we finish with these log holders? We did... today we did... where did we do today? I know I did all these inside ones. It was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Approximately 45. I think 9 go in each of these. So 9 times 6 is 52, I believe, right? 54, sorry. And so that's 54. And then we need to do 3 of these, which is insane. So we might need to set up some more log holders outside. But thank you guys for stopping by today's episode. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the same thing, so if you're not really into it, maybe skip to the end of tomorrow's episode and just see the finished product of the castle. And other than that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Adios.